So the first question that we're going to discuss is from the miscellaneous exercise. The questions that you have asked and the doubts. First question is question number 7. The question is, if f is a function satisfying f of x plus y equals to fx into f of y, along with that we have been given the value of f at 1 is 3 and summation x equals to 1 to n fx equals to 120. In the question we have to find the value of n. Now from 1, what we are going to do is, first we are going to take x as 1 and y as 1. Then f of x plus y, instead of x we'll write 1, instead of y we'll write 1. 1 plus 1 equals to f of 1 into f of 1. That is f of 2 equals to, f of 1 is given as 3. So this will be 3 into 3, that is 9. So f of 2 equals to 9. Similarly, we are going to put value of x as 2 and y as 1. तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? f of 2 plus 1 equals to f of 2 into f of 1 implies f of 3 equals to f of 2. The value of function at 2 is 9 and the value of function at 1 is 3, which comes out to be 27. Similarly, if we put x equals to 3 and y equals to 1, then we have f of 4 equals to f of 3 into f of 1. That is, the value of f of 3 is 27 into 3, that is 81, and so on. So if we take the series as f1, f2, f3 and so on, then this can be written as the value of f1 is 3, this is 9, this is 27, this is 81 and so on. तो हमें वैल्यूज पुट करने के बाद एक सीरीज मिल गई है जिसके रिस्पेक्टिव टर्म्स है 3, 9, 27, 81 and so on, and clearly the series in GP. Now in the question it has been given that summation fx from x equals to 1 to n is 120. So we are going to use that concept. We will have summation of this series that is equal to 1 and 20. So in this series we have the value of a as 3 and r is also 3. तो हमें पता है सम क्या होता है? Sn equals to a r raised to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Here the value of r is greater than 1. The value of common ratio is greater than 1. So we are using this formula. Then we have Sn equals to 3 into 3 raised to the power n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1. 3 upon 2 into 3 to the power n minus 1. Now the value of Sn in the question is given as 120. So we will simplify this. 120 into 2 is 240 upon 3, 80 equals to 3 to the power n minus 1, or 3 to the power n equals to 81, and 81 can be written as 3 raised to the power 4. So the value of n is equals to 4. Now in this question you had to find the value of n if the given data was there. So like this we are going to solve this question. In question number 10 we have been given that the sum of three numbers of GP is 56. Let us suppose that the three numbers are AR and AR square. So the sum is equals to 56. Then if we subtract 1, 7 and 21 from these numbers, that is, the new numbers will be A minus 1, AR minus 7 and AR square minus 21. If we do this, then we obtain a sequence that is in AP. So this resulting sequence will be in AP. are in AP. Now if this sequence, these three terms are in AP, so we know that 2 times the middle term is equals to sum of the extremes. So we have 2 times AR minus 7 equals to A minus 1 plus AR square minus 21. Now we can simplify this. We have 2AR minus 14 equals to A plus AR square minus 22, which can be simplified and written as A plus AR square minus 2AR minus 14 plus 22, that is equals to 8. So we have the equation A plus AR square minus 2AR equals to 8. Now this is the first equation and this is the second equation. What we are going to do, we are going to solve these two equations by dividing them. So dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we have A plus AR square, AR plus AR square upon A plus AR square minus 2AR equals to 56 upon 8. Now in both the terms, that is numerator and denominator, we have the value as A. तो हम A common ले सकते हैं, that can be cancelled out. Then we will have 1 plus R square upon 1 plus R square minus 2R equals to 7. Again 7 can be written as 7 by 1. You have to cross multiply it, and once you cross multiply and bring the terms together, then we will have a quadratic equation of the form 6R square minus 15R plus 6, that is equals to 0. In this term we have 3 as common, so we can take 3 as common and then we can simplify this. We will have 2R square minus 3 5s are 15, 5R plus 2 equals to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation and we have studied many methods to solve this. We can factorize it by simply splitting this middle term, that is 5R. So we have 2R square minus 4R minus R plus 2 is equals to 0. And you can take common and simplify it. We will have R minus 2 into 2R minus 1 equals to 0. From here we have two values of R. R equals to 2 and 1 by 2. We have two values of R. Now let us take R equals to 2. So if R equals to 2, then from equation 1 we have A plus 2A plus 4A equals to 56. इसको solve कर सकते हैं and then we will get the value of A. 4, 5, 6, 1, 7. So 7A equals to 56. A equals to 56 upon 7. That is 8. Now we have the value of A and we have the value of R. Similarly, we can take the value of R as 1 by 2. And then again we can calculate the value of A. Now once we have these values, we can find the series. For the first time we have the first term as A. So first number will be 8. Then AR is the second term. So 8 2s are 16. Third term will be 24. No. 2 square is 4 and 8 4s are, so the next term is going to be 32 and so on. So this is the series for the first time, and similarly you can calculate the terms, these three terms, for the case when we have R equals to 1 by 2. You will calculate the value of A and then the value of the series, the terms in the series. Question that you have asked is question number 11. So in this question we have been given with a GP which has, in the question it is written कि a GP consists of even number of terms. So whenever we talk about even number of terms, we in general we take the term as 2n, because n, whenever we say n, it can be either even or odd. But if we multiply this number by 2, then whatever the case is, this 2n will always be even. So here what we are going to do is we are going to take a series with the terms a, ar square and so on up to a to the power 2n minus 1. अब इस केस में हमारे पास टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स कितने हो जाएंगे? यहाँ पे लास्ट टर्म पे पावर है 2n minus 1, तो 2n minus 1 और ये plus 1, तो टोटल वी हैव in all 2n terms. That is, we have even number of terms in this GP, where these terms, see, first, third, fifth and so on, these terms occupy the odd places, and these terms and so on will occupy the even places. Now in the question it is said that sum of all terms is equals to 5 times the sum of terms occupying the odd places. So we are going to put the formula. We know the formula for sum of terms of GP, n terms of GP. So we can write, now we can write it as a plus ar square and so on up to ar to the power 2n minus 1. This is the sum of all terms is equals to 5 times the sum at odd places, that is a plus ar square plus ar raised to the power 4 and so on up to n terms, that is a raised to the power, last term is here, so here we'll have a to the power 2n minus 2. Now we can find the sum. In terms का sum अगर हमें लिखना है, that will be a, common ratio is r, raised to the power 2n minus 1 upon r minus 1. This side we have 5a into. See, if we try to find the common ratio here, it comes out to be r square. So we have r square raised to the power n minus 1 upon r square minus 1. Now a is cancelled. R minus 1. यहाँ पे r square minus 1 है. R square minus 1 can be written as, or let us write it again, r to the power 2n minus 1 upon r minus 1 equals to r to the power 2n minus 1 into 5 upon r square minus 1 can be written as r minus 1 r plus 1. So r minus 1, these terms are cancelled. This side also we have r raised to the power 2n minus 1, and here also that is also cancelled. So we can cross multiply the terms and we have 1 equals to 5 upon r plus 1, or r plus 1 equals to 5, that is r equals to 5 minus 1, that is 4. Now we have the value of r as 4. In the question we had to find the common ratio. So this is the method, this is the way how we are going to solve the value of r. In question number 13 we have been given that a plus bx upon a minus bx equals to b plus cx upon b minus cx, that is equals to c plus dx upon c minus dx, provided that x is not equals to 0. X is not equal to 0. Now we have to show that a, b, c and d are in geometric progression, that is GP. In order to solve this question, we are going to use a method we call componendo and dividendo. So according to this rule or this method, we have, if a by b equals to c by d, suppose we have two fractions, first fraction is a by b, second is c by d, and they are equal. Then if we apply componendo dividendo rule there, we have a plus b upon a minus b equals to c plus d upon c minus d. So we are going to use this rule in order to solve this question. So first step, applying componendo and dividendo, we have a plus bx plus a minus bx upon a plus bx minus a plus bx equals to b plus cx plus b minus cx. In the numerator, we add the denominator, and in the denominator, we subtract it. So we have b plus cx minus b plus cx equals to c plus dx plus c minus dx upon c plus dx minus c plus dx. Now it can be simplified. C plus bx minus bx cancelled, plus a minus a cancelled. Similarly, here also and then here also. So now we are left with 2a upon 2bx equals to 2b upon 2c into x, 2c upon 2 into dx. 2 will be cancelled. So we have a by bx equals to b by cx equals to c by dx. If we multiply, see, this is in form of ratio. So what we can do is we can multiply each term by x. That won't change the value of this fraction in the ratio. So we will, if we multiply each of the fractions by x, we have a by b equals to b by c equals to c by d. Now this statement implies that a, b, c and d, these are in GP. That is, the terms a, b, c and d are in geometric progression. The next question that we are going to discuss is question number 18. In this question, it is written that if a and b are the roots of, the given quadratic equation, x square minus 3x plus p equals to 0. So we know that whenever we write a quadratic equation, it is of the form x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0. Like this, whenever we have to write equation, we have used this. So now in this case, we have a and b are the roots of this equation. So the sum of root will be equal to minus 3 upon 1. We write it as b by a, minus b by a. If the equation is of the form, let us suppose the equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Then in this case we have and suppose alpha and beta are the roots. So in this case we have sum of roots as minus b by a and product of the roots alpha into beta, that is c by a. So we are going to use this property in this question. So using that property, we have a plus b equals to minus of minus 3 upon 1, that is 3. Let us name this as equation 1. Then product of root is equals to p upon 1, that is p. Similarly, it is given that c and d are the roots of x square minus 12x plus q equals to 0. So sum of roots will be equal to 12 and product of roots will be equal to q. Name them as equation number 3 and 4 respectively. The next thing in the question is that a, b, c, d are in GP. So we have solved one such question in the class also. If a, b, c, d are in GP, then we have b equals to AR, c equals to BR, and instead of b we are going to put the value of AR. So it will be AR square. Now d equals to c into r, और c की वैल्यू हमें पता है AR स्क्वायर है, तो ये हो जाएगा AR क्यूब. You have to remember that if A, B, C, D are in GP, we have P by A equals to C by B equals to D by C equals to R. यहाँ से B की वैल्यू हो जाती है AR, C की वैल्यू हो जाती है B into R और d की वैल्यू हो जाती है c into r. And then by putting the respective values, we finally have these terms. Now using these values in equation first and third that we have made, and then by dividing these two equations, we have a plus ar upon ar square plus ar cube equals to 3 upon 12 as it is given in the question. Now in both the numerator and denominator we have a, उसको हम common ले सकते हैं, तो we will have 1 plus r upon, अगर हमने r square common लिया, again we'll have 1 plus r, that is equal to 1 by 4. 1 plus r and 1 plus r will be cancelled from the numerator and denominator, and from here we have r square equals to 4, that is r is equals to plus 2 and minus 2. We have two values of the common ratio in this case. Now let us consider r equals to 2. The first case that is r equals to 2, this I am solving, and the other case that is r equals to minus 2 you will solve on your own. So r equals to 2, then we have from first equation a plus ar equals to 3, that is a common liya, 1 plus r equals to 3. A 1 plus r is 3, so 3a equals to 3 implies a equals to 1. So if r is equal to 2, then a is equals to 1. Now we can write the value of the series, the terms of the series. Series में पहला term क्या हो गया 1, अगला term हो जाएगा 2, then the next term will be what was the first term, a. So first term is a, then ar, that is 1 into 2, then ar square, that is 1 into 2 square, 4, and then the fourth term will be 8. So this is the series. Now in the question you have to find the ratio, you have to show that the ratio of q plus p is to q minus p equals to 17 upon 15. Now second equation was a into b equals to p, तो उसका यूज करके हम p की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं 1 into 2, that is 2. Similarly q from equation number 4th we had q equals to cd, तो q की जगह पे हम cd लिख सकते हैं. The value of c is 4, value of d is 8, तो c into d equals to 4 into 8, that is equals to 32. Now we have to find the ratio of q plus p upon q minus p. So 2 plus 32, that is the value of q and p that we have added, and then we have q minus p, that is 32. The value of q is 32, right? 32 first. 32 plus 2 upon 32 minus 2. 32 plus 2 is 34, and this is 30. Once you divide it, you will have the ratio 17 is to 15. So this was for the first part. Now second case you will solve on your own when we have the value of r as minus 2. So when the value of r is minus 2, first you're going to find the value of a, then you're going to find the value of b, c and d, and then you're going to find this ratio, that is q plus p upon q minus p.